Hey everybody, I have a couple of things. The first thing is that little freak out I was having earlier. By the time I got to the church was like just right after I shut it off or right when I was pulling. I can't really remember because foggy brain, but I was shaking. I mean, I was like this. My friend was there with me and kind of helped me calm down a little bit before we walked in. And then when we got in, my ex was on the opposite side of the church. Well, she was in a spot on the far side, so I went to the very far and sat in the chair farthest from her. And once people got in there and started blocking, where I couldn't see her and I knew she couldn't see me, I eased up a little bit. My daughter's baptism went really well. I mean, I was able to kind of focus on that. I was still really upset, but I was able to focus on that. And as soon as it was over, I mean, I kind of felt bad because, and I don't know why I did because I didn't do this, but as soon as it was over, I felt bad for my daughter, I guess I should say. My ex-wife and the remaining kids that she has, in case you don't know, she has 3 biological kids of her own. My oldest daughter chose to stay with her, and my youngest son, our youngest son, they were all sitting over together. They got up and left as soon as it was over. I mean, as soon as it was over. Like, make sure to draw attention. But something good that did happen out of it is my ex-wife walked the children out the door and she left before the other ones did. And my youngest son, the boy that's so afraid of me, I just turned around and I was looking at my kids leave because I haven't talked to any of them or seen them except for in court. And he waved at me, and that was unprovoked. He just did it by himself, and it made me feel so good. I mean, it just warmed my heart, and I don't know how to say. I mean, it's just an amazing thing when you get just something like it, just something small. How much that means to you. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up a little bit now, but and as soon as she left, bam, all of that anxiety was gone. And I was able to actually enjoy the service. And I'd been thinking about going back to church because I used to really be big in church. I was actually asked to teach some classes. And I'm not trying to brag on myself. It's just, one time I did have the fire for the Lord, and that was kind of snuffed out. And it's coming back, and I thank God that He's allowing that to happen because it needs to happen. I mean, I was putting someone before God. I was putting that person before my children. And that person before me. I mean, I made an idol out of this person, and that is unacceptable on any level. But I was able to calm down. I mean, it really, I don't think I could have done it without the help of my friend and a lot of prayer during it. Excuse me. My family just took me out to eat. And that's the second thing. Since I've left her, I've noticed I've gotten my appetite back. And in fact, a lot of people think I've been poisoned, and some of the things fit arsenic poisoning, but I can't prove any of that. I really can't. And it just makes me sound paranoid to go around saying, yeah, I think she poisoned me. But I did accidentally slip up in court the other day and say it, and I wasn't trying to lie. I was like, yeah, she's psychotic, But I don't know if she was or not. I'd like to believe she wasn't, but I mean, I was able to eat a burrito at least this freaking long, about that big around, and before that I ate a bunch of chips and salsa, and I don't know where it went because it wasn't. Well, it's been about 2.5 weeks now since I left the narcissist, or psychopath, evil one, whatever you want to call her. But before that, I could barely eat enough food to fit in the palm of my hand without wanting to vomit. And that was at least twice a day. I had to make myself eat at least twice a day. But my body's coming back. My mind is coming back. It's slow, and I know it's going to be slow. It took a long time to tear me down, and it's going to take a long time to build back up. It's kind of like, I'll equate it to a guy, one time I asked him, how long does it take a car engine to cool down? He said it takes it just as long to cool down as it does to warm up. And I don't know if that's true, but to me that logic made sense. But I figure it's going to take a while. It may not take, 14 years, but because I know God can do whatever he wants. And if I stick with him and keep believing and keep working toward this, then he'll help me. And everyone that's been so supportive on these Facebook groups, on these YouTube channels, I swear to God, you people are helping me in ways you have no idea. And if you do, then you know all the much more of how important it is that we have support for one another. And I get on the Facebook and I read a lot of those. It's mostly women talking about what they've been through, and it's horrific. I mean, it's just horrific. Some of the things are worse than what I went through. I mean, some of them even had physical violence to go through it. I never had that in my relationship. She wasn't that stupid. But not with me. Now, she did my children. And some of that I didn't find out about. It was never when I was around. It was always after the fact. And she had her excuses and all that kind of crap. But I just wanted to give an update. And I don't know, I think things are getting better. I'm still waking up in the mornings with some pretty bad dreams. But it's kind of like just waking up and you were hoping that it was all just a bad dream, but then you wake up and open your eyes and realize, nope, this is real. You're like, freak, And I'm trying to watch my language. That's a goal of mine to do. I've been trying to set small goals. But I've been going through these recordings again, and God's been blessing me. I haven't had a lot of anxiety about it. In fact, since the other day, it's kind of amped me up, and it seems like I'm hearing it with a clearer head. But I don't know. That's where I'm at. And again, I thank you guys for all the watching of these videos that you do, and my struggles, and because I know y'all are going through the same thing. And again, man, we got to come together on it. We got to help each other out. We've got to change the way this world sees it. We can't leave it this way. We can't. And I don't know how to change it, but I'm sure if we get together, we can figure something out. And that's pretty much it. Thank y'all.